seat at the table with some men with confidence.
He just dropped some diamonds just now. So let's talk about this for a second. Okay, so in order to understand what's wrong with all of us, we have to take it back to high school, which is normally where it all starts.
That's where a lot of it started. Don't get me wrong.
That's where the social hierarchy was born, right? That's where the jocks and nerds and the popular kids and the unpopular kids, that's where all that stuff pretty much started, right? But before high school, we were all just kids.
True.
Then you became royalty and servant kids and jesters and all different factions of society. So back in high school, there were the jocks and the really popular kids, right? And a lot of them had no problem, and I'm mainly thinking of guys. A lot of them had no problem pulling the girls, right? And a lot of them burnt out. Like, they are no longer the sexy beast of the world. Like a lot of the dudes that were that guy are no longer that guy. Like, some of them went into professional sports, and some of them achieved a whole lot of great things. But on average, they are no longer that dude. Okay, so what happened? What happened is a lot of the guys that weren't that dude in high school got in better shape, went to school, learned how to take care of themselves, improve their grooming, and they became that guy, right? They leveled themselves up. So what happens when you take this guy that was a bottom feeder earlier and now you move him to the top spot? Well, it's like in chess. A pawn promotion. Now he has the power. Okay, so you were a good guy back then. Now that you have the power, are you still that good person? Maybe, maybe not. Most likely what happens is that journey that got him there dimmed that light. And now he sees, okay, I was told incorrect truths back in the day. I've experienced reality. Now I'm at the top of the mountain. So what should I do now that I'm here? I'm going to do what all the other people were doing at the top of the mountain when I was at the bottom. I'm going to swing my stick mercilessly. And
so sad.
God dang it.
So reality.
Yes, sir.
And it's a shame it's that way. It's a shame that it's like that. But that kind of what happens, right? It's like with great power comes great responsibility, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. I think that's another phrase, that the higher up on that chain you go, the more likely it is that you're getting corrupted by that power. And this is an area that I kind of feel bad for women for, right? Because it's almost a no-win situation if you think about it. Like, if you're looking for that perfect guy, he doesn't exist. He can't, because it's a balancing act. You can't have the perfect personality without the struggles that make that personality happen. You see what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people are good people because the only way you can survive is to be a good person. Like, if you're struggling, if you're poor, if you're needy, you can't be you can't be an asshole and be poor, because if you're an asshole and poor, no one's going to help you. You see what I'm saying? So you have to be somewhat decent to other people in order to survive. But as you climb up the ladder, you don't need people to help you as much. You're free to be that asshole without recompense. There's no punishment for being an asshole. So why not be that guy? Why not? And here's the funny part. The more you are that guy, you're rewarded for it. You will get less action as a good guy with high status than you will as a bad guy with high status. Ask Future.